keeps going and going and going, and could have been a 4-point play to end.
Playing just his 42nd career game. SGA beats the buzzer of the third quarter.
You want to see an SGA greatest hits? Take a look, folks. Step back.
3-point advantage. SGA, the step back three, and he's got himself another one.
We've had some great leverage there.
Oh, SGA lost it, dumps it down, and Holmgren, who's been living key, just got packed inside. Great defensive play.
Technically still within striking distance in today's NBA. Nice catch by Wallace, and the 11th assist from the floor. They had 29 baskets. 9 of them were threes, including that one from Shai, and just 4 turnovers. Gilgeous-Alexander fires a three and swishes it home over Kuzma.
Not allowing the Blazers to get anything on the offensive glass that time. Oh, what a pass. There it is again. Really established himself as one of the best perimeter defenders, one of the best defenders in the NBA. Nice dish. SGA. Dunk.
Shot clock down to 5. Gilgeous-Alexander fires to Caruso. Straight on 3. 2 in a row. Alex Caruso.
Quality brought. There comes the second defender. He knows it's the big. Therefore, his target is the big. So Isaiah Hartenstein, who has
the offensive rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein for the slam.
What do you say? What do you say? Contributing here for the Clippers. The Clippers doing work beyond the arc. 4 of 6 from three-point range. SGA says, I can do it at this end. SGA, nowhere to go. Just throw it off the glass. Gil, get it. Find a teammate. That's what happens.
Last year, up fake. Shai pirouettes, too strong off the glass. Rebounds his own miss, and it leads to a Brandon.
Hit the list more extensively when we have a dead ball, but that includes Isaiah Hartenstein, Chet Holmgren, Oklahoma City. But
that was not a landing space foul because it was not deemed a reckless closeout. Caruso just went right into the Wemby body. Off by Mitchell. Johnson with 4, spins in the lane. 1 second left. Waters got it off in time, had it blocked by SGA. Jokic had it taken away by Gilgeous-Alexander. Running with Wallace. Wallace rises up for the slam. Just a pep in his step this year, averaging nearly 26 a game. Inside Watson, had it blocked. SGA on the recovery. Oh, what a find.
But not tonight. But Shai with that patented step back.
Now SGA. He wants the three, and he got it right down the middle, over to Silva.
When you talk about smooth, controlled dominance in today's NBA, one name stands out: Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. His game isn't built on flash or explosiveness. It's built on precision, patience, and elite-level skill. From the moment Shai steps onto the court, you can feel his tempo. He doesn't rush. He doesn't force anything. Instead, he plays at his own pace, a pace that defenders struggle to keep up with. That's what makes him so dangerous. He controls the game without ever looking like he's trying too hard. His handle is one of the most unique in the league. It's not about flashy crossovers or highlight moves. It's about control. Shai uses hesitation dribbles, subtle shifts, and long strides to create space. Defenders think they're in position, and then suddenly, he's gone. That ability to manipulate defenders with timing rather than speed is what separates him from most guards.
Jay Mitchell is with him step for step with a block. Another Thunder defense. Jason inside. Get the two.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the reigning MVP, continues to shine and uplift the guys around him.
For the Thunder, Wallace knocks it away. Giannis tried to catch it in the high post. Gilgeous-Alexander with the no-look pass underneath to Wallace.
He's sort of accustomed to it.
Saw those numbers, career highs for Holmgren as he scores in
a 19-11 run. And they got their biggest lead of the night. Be there all night, though. Those ERs don't go quickly.
Oh, they sure don't, man.
Oh, this is the personal Shai takeover here, Mike. Hold on, contact. Holmgren got inside that zone, back outside. It's SGA. Pure from downtown.
Oklahoma City.
And what do you notice about the scoring? And this is where long-term it could help. They're going to send everybody.
Gilgeous-Alexander spins and kicks. McCain at deep three. Got it again.
Lou Dort with the 4 fouls back on the floor. Joe, automatic this man.
All focused on that man right there in SGA in the unselfish play to find
With his 80th. Got a bump, no call, kicks it out. Deep corner, Wallace. Yep. Good kick.
Made threes on 6 taken. Shai for 3, and a response, and a big one from the MVP.
And Mark, OKC, it's about dribble penetration, drive and kick. You see 3 guys going there to SGA, and right, KC, if you don't play defense, you don't play. And as you said earlier, one of the best the last 2 years as Williams.
so last year really wasn't a factor in the playoffs.
And again, SGA just got his 4th rejection of the night. Moving that merit all year as Wembanyama is at the scorer's table to check in next dead ball. Jalen Williams has the response. Opportunity, and they'll work for it here. Gilgeous-Alexander awaiting the screen from Williams. Turns on the turbo, push shot, go. Get it back to the MVP and let him go to work. Double comes. Williams fires. Williams hits. Building, they will stand until that first bucket from the Nuggets. Wallace will load it up, and he knocks it down. The first points belong.
Almost like SGA.
SGA had the positioning, gave it right back Caruso where it came from. What a play.
Now let's talk about his scoring. Shai is an elite 3-level scorer. He can attack the rim, dominate the mid-range, and knock down perimeter shots when needed. But what really stands out is his finishing ability. Around the basket, he's incredibly creative. He uses angles, touch, and body control to score over and around defenders, often making difficult finishes look effortless. His mid-range game is especially deadly. In a league that often focuses on threes and layups, Shai thrives in the in-between areas. Pull-up jumpers, step-backs, floaters, he has every shot in his arsenal. And because he's so comfortable in that space, defenders are constantly guessing, never quite sure how to guard him. But scoring is only part of his story. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is also an underrated playmaker. His passing ability comes from his patience. He drives into the defense, draws attention, and then makes the right read. Whether it's a simple kick out to an open shooter or a perfectly timed pass to a cutting teammate, he creates opportunities by forcing defenses to collapse. What makes his passing special is how natural it feels. He doesn't overcomplicate things. He keeps it simple, efficient, and effective.
Good job by Brandon to just kind of hold his ground. And it's Shai having those eagle eyes on the cut by A.J.
Overall, he'll be in the All-Star game. Gives it up to Dort with 3 on the shot clock, and that is assist number 8 for SGA. Threes here in this first quarter. Entry pass to Carlson. That's exactly what we're talking about right now.
He is so quick to the basketball. And how about that pass? My goodness. That pass went through.
Hill, a lot of his work early in the paint. How about this little wrap-through pass? Got to be low.
He'll wait for the MVP. And Gilgeous-Alexander rolls it down low. Basket by Hartenstein.
Offensively scoring. SGA on the spin. Wiggins, yeah. Comes on, he dropped it.
They call that petty, Terry.
That was very good word. I like that word. Yes, I agree. Plus for the Clippers at this point, closing out this opening quarter. Long range 3, Isaiah Joe. So glad to have him back.
Seeming far away was actually closer than it was, and the dream has been fulfilled. For 3, it's on the money for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So much in his career as a three-point shooter as we see him connect here.
We saw last season he started taking more 3-point shots. And he was a shooting guard. Now essentially playing point guard with his unit and doing a good job.
Right back into the game. SGA for 3.
Leading after 3. This was earlier from SGA.
How about the backside play here by SGA?
Champagne pump. Lob. Wemby. Blocked. Gilgeous-Alexander says, I protect this house. By State Farm, Gilgeous-Alexander, and gave him the assist on this one. Rightfully so.
And finds Castle.
Pump. SGA. Lobbed it for Hart.
Okay.
Man, Holmgren's up.
This right here is just hard to defend. Step back three. You have to honor his driving ability.
In their hand on their home floor, but the shooting from the outside for OKC continues. Bullseye for SGA.
And because defenders are so focused on stopping his scoring, his teammates often find themselves wide open. Another key part of Shai's game is his composure. No matter the situation, he stays calm. Big moments don't speed him up. If anything, they slow him down even more. That ability to stay in control under pressure is what makes him a reliable leader on the court. And speaking of leadership, Shai leads by example. He doesn't need to be loud or overly expressive. His consistency, his effort, and his confidence set the tone for his team. When he's locked in, everyone around him elevates. Defensively, he brings effort and awareness. With his length and instincts, he can disrupt passing lanes, contest shots, and stay in front of his man.
Almost unfathomable that this guy had not been named to an all-star team until today. As the corner triple goes down, Kaysen will
Start of this third quarter has been much more active here, getting a little bit done.
quick swing. Barnes keeps firing, a little too strong this time.
Still struggling.
Bounce, brilliant to the rim.
SGA. Got it right back from Mitchell. Nice pass, open man, sideline three, and Wiggins able to
shooting 50%, but Oklahoma City has 8 offensive rebounds, and Isaiah Joe has another 3.
Right now, SGA rebounds over his last 4 games.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. Kick out, wide open, it's Williams, and he hits the 3.
And SGA comes right back and pops a 3. Right now Wiggins is moving the other way. Open man, it's SGA.
Their average margin of victory last year was the best in the history of the league at plus 13. They're actually better than that this year at plus 13.5.
Third personal first team foul.
Here's SGA having words with Chris Paul's brother right there.
21 looking for more. Got it. Just like that, the 3 from SGA. Joe, a long 3 to close it out and buys it to do it for the champs.
Here's Omax losing it in the open court. Shai attacking Wells, going all the way, draws contact from Coloco. No foul.
Third quarter points for Oklahoma City, and SGA up to 30 on the night, letting the crowd.
Exactly.
That would be challenging. Gilgeous-Alexander, he's got it. He is feeling. SGA peeks at his options, goes to work with a spin, kick, home brand, 3.
Hopefully he can keep creating and getting into a rhythm.
Well, so far so good. He had only 2 field goal attempts in the first half. He's already got 2 in the second half, and that's the second
3. And then FGA getting into the paint, you have to respect him. The defense collapses, and Dort is
2% from 3 on the season. Probably his most improved aspect of his game amongst many qualities. Dort has the response from.
How about this? Look at this. Big time rebound by Jay Will. Comes in, use that big body. And a block.
Mid-range on that fadeaway. No, Jay Will. Offensive rebound, the kick out. SGA right down the middle with the 3.
Advantage of all those bump turnovers. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who throws the alley-oop to Carlson, had just 5 points in that first quarter.
He may not always get the spotlight for his defense, but his impact is undeniable. What truly defines Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is his efficiency. He doesn't waste movements. Every dribble, every step, every decision has a purpose. That's why his game looks so smooth, because it's calculated, not rushed. So when you watch his highlights, don't just focus on the buckets. Watch the footwork, watch the patience, watch how he controls defenders and creates space with minimal effort. Because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander isn't just playing basketball, he's mastering it.
Most lethal scorers in the association, too.
Oh, nice pass. SGA keeping that ball ahead of the defense.
They get around the screen. Oh, what a move. Pass. Jokic fires underneath. 100 for the stop.
Look how much time he has has his hands up. Beautiful delivery there by SGA. And
SGA, deep corner. All alone, Wallace. Yep, nobody out there to challenge.
only to be countered by OKC's 11-0 run.
Harper fend off. SGA got a pace.
The ball didn't stick, and they were rewarded.
Gilgeous-Alexander bounce. Hartenstein a finish.
Right now, SGA, the MVP, showing why he is so dangerous. 4 or 5 guys collapsing in the paint for his team early in this game.
Gilgeous-Alexander driving kick. Joe is dangerous. Bottom, a three.
And we've seen
defense and knockdown threes.
Shooting 33% from beyond the arc. How about that? How easy it was. And Collins, those two. You wondered where the contribution was going to come from without 2 of the stars gone. How about Isaiah
wide on? Maybe a little too open on that three-point attempt.
Steal here by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA. Jay Will's three. He drills it.
Finish. And then right here, SGA, facilitator mode, finding the Wallace.
First half points for the MVP. 7 seconds left. Bounce it. Corner. Wallace. 3 ball.